Hi, Vicky. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me make sure I've got this pulled up on my iPad. Okay. How is everyone? It is another super cold morning here, but man, I'm glad I don't live in Texas or Arkansas. I saw they had an ice storm. Just some nasty weather all the way around. Guys, check out my mug today. Now it's got my lipstick on it, but it's an Otagery, probably 1980s. It's got the non-slip on the bottom, and these were supposed to be no-spill travel mugs with no lids back when travel mugs didn't have lids. And I got 12 ounces of coffee in here and my almond milk. So it's a nice size mug. This will be up for sale, the Tiger sale next week. Next week. Good morning, Kaz. Good morning, Lori. I still haven't emailed you. I'm so sorry. Lori, just because there's only a few people here, I'll just ask you now. I don't even know, a couple months ago, I had held some doilies for you. Remember, they weighed over a pound, and we were going to combine it next time you ordered something. Do you still want those? Because I've still got those saved back for you. And since you bought something last night, now we're combining, so shipping will be less. So let me know. Yes, okay. I've got them. I will bill you for those when I bill for last night's sale. That was super fun, but oh my goodness, you guys. I love doing evening sales. I miss doing them. I miss doing evening sales because I can have a guest on. But I woke up in so much pain this morning through my hips from sitting that long. And I was even sitting on that special mat that my daughter got me for Christmas. And not this morning. I took it off this morning just to see if maybe that made it worse. But evening sales are going to have to wait until spring. See if I'm healthier then. Should I miss some? Good morning, Brenda. All right, I think I said good morning to everyone. Good morning, Nikki. Yeah, Lori, that's why I'm only doing 1 hour sales right now. I do the 1 hour on Monday with Nikki. I do the 1 hour here. And I even got up and stretched, when my internet was doing that thing. Good morning, feeding my soul. Hello, hello. And it still hurt. Good morning, Delbert. Hello, hello, everyone. So if you missed my sale last night, my dollar sale, I got through 50 some items, but I still have way more items. So that's what we're going to do this morning after we talk about the altered book. And then I'll probably have enough to do one more sale next Tuesday night and give it one more shot and just try and get the stuff out of here. I'm so pleased because out of everything I showed last night, only 3 things didn't sell. So I love that they are going to people who are going to be able to sell them on eBay or whatnot, and just get it out of here. Because I already feel better. The boxes in front of me now are at level with my desk instead of towering over me. So, oh, Lori, I completely understand that. Good morning, Maggie. So it feels good to get that stuff sold. It feels even better to get it boxed up and out of here because I have a whole stack of a big pile of empty boxes because I knew I was doing the sale. I didn't even want to break them down, so I didn't have to bother taping them back together. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with last night's sale. I love the energy of the evening sales. I love so many people being on there, but it really does take it out of me. And if you're just coming in, you've missed my mug. This is No Toggery, No Slip travel mug from the 80s. And I had to drink out of it just once before I put it in the sale next week. Good morning, Connie. Hi, Bridget. So hello, everyone. So it looks like we have, well, this says 15 and this says 16. So almost 20 people in here. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about our altered book project and pull the prompt for this week. And I'm going to tell you guys, I did not do the watercolor page yet. I didn't do it. Remember, I started this out saying it was low stress. And if you had to skip a week, you had to skip a week. And I had to skip a week. Hi, Lemmy. There was a lot going on with me trying to get ready for this sale. There's been a lot of chaos in the house because my niece that's in college was home all week with COVID. And so I was kind of stuck in my room all week and didn't feel creative. She's fine. She actually is allowed to go back to normal activities today, which is good because she's got a whole weekend conference coming up. She's a senior and she's going to be a music teacher, and she's doing her student teaching at a local school, and she's amazing. But she was home. Good morning. Is that John? I think that's John. Good morning. So that was chaotic. And then, my niece that's a senior in high school is still here, and she's also fantastic. She's already an STNA. She's already working in a nursing home. She'll be going for her LPN next year, well, in the fall, and which that should be paid for because she did the program while she was still in high school. Like, she's amazing too. I mean, they're amazing, but it's a lot of chaos last week, an extra dog here all week. And so I didn't do the page. Now I plan on catching it up, but also if I don't, I'm not going to feel stressed about it because this project is just supposed to be fun and when you can do it. So if you aren't sure what the altar book project is, this was my daughter's that she did in 8th grade, 7th grade. And this was the inspiration for this idea. This is why I wanted to do one. I've wanted to do one for the last 7 years since she was in that grade. This one is my altered book. And here is our sparkle page. So that's what we're doing with the altar book project. I have a whole video about it. If you need more information, you want to go do that. And we're going to pull our pretty papers. We're going to pull one for this week, and let's see what we get. This week's prompt: use material. Use material. Now, one of the ways, if you're not a sewer and you don't have any material, you can use a piece of a rag. So you don't have to own. Or do you have a favorite shirt that you've just not been able to get rid of, but it's holy? Or a favorite, skirt or pair of pants? You could use a piece of material from that. You could use a piece of lace. You could, if you have old patterns that the pieces aren't there to anymore, you could use a piece of the pattern or the picture on the front of the pattern. So there's some alternate ideas if you don't have material. So there is this week's prompt. I kind of like the lace idea. Or if you have an old pair of gloves that were your grandmother's that are stained, but you've never been able to throw them out, that has some possibilities there. So some different ideas for this week's prompt. I really like the idea of lace, I think. Quilts piece. So the prompts are very loose. They're very loose. If you crochet a little thing and stick it in there. Good morning, Kara. I remembered today. I might not remember next time. So, or knit. If you crochet or knit, you could knit a little design and stick it in your book. So, oh, good. Ribbon. Oh, ribbon. Because I have some gorgeous ribbon. I don't know. This week's going to be fun. I wonder if I should combine. I wonder if I could combine ribbon or lace with watercolor since I didn't get to do last week's yet. Handkerchiefs. Yes, I also have a ton of my mom's and my grandmother's handkerchiefs. Yeah, so lots of fun ideas there. You could work something vintage in. That would be cool. Ooh, I'm excited, you guys. I have to remember to put this somewhere where I will take the picture and put it on Instagram. We started it on the 1st, Lori, and it's just a really low key. Good morning, Bonnie. You can jump in anytime and do it. You could jump in May. You could jump in at the end of the year, and you do it as you can. So like this past week, it was chaos. I skipped the week. You don't have to catch up because it's purely low key, stress free. It's supposed to be fun, give you a creative outlet. You can share it on Instagram or send me a picture that I can share if you want to. But if you don't want to show anybody, you don't have to. I am hashtag Team No Craft. I am not artistic. I can glue pieces of paper together all day, but if it comes to painting, if it comes to drawing, I am terrible at it. So there is no expectation of anything on this. It is purely just for you to do something creative and fun that is completely low stress this year. That is all that we're doing. And you don't even have to use a book. If you're one of the people that is fundamentally against altering a book, you can use a notebook. You can use a journal. So you don't even have to, or print out pages from the internet and make your own book. Bind it together with yarn or with those metal circles that my mom used to stick stuff together when she was a teacher. So that is the whole altered book project. Every Wednesday morning, I give a new prompt for it, but you can also find the prompt on Instagram. And we're really having fun with it. Oh, you guys, like, I swear my vision has just gotten worse. Of course, my glasses are, ooh, now we're looking at almost 3 years old. Because I got these in 2020. Yep, right after everything reopened in 2020. So almost 3 years old now. Okay, I think we're going to get started. See how much we can get through in the next 45 minutes. And I'm going to try and bring you things that I didn't have with the $6 clearances I've been doing. So I'm going to start off strong with, oh, does anybody want to do my stops? Yeah, Lori, I definitely need an eye exam. Unfortunately, the insurance that I have just covers the basic exam and like a $12 pair of frames. And I get, thank you, Nikki. I get, because I get such bad headaches from having anything on my face, I have to pay the extra for the ultralight lenses. I need the graduated lenses, which my insurance doesn't cover, so that's extra. If I want anything that's semi-fashionable, that's going to be extra. Yes, there's different things that I need. And my eye doctor back in 2020 offered to try and work out, because I wore contacts from the time I was 15 up until like the last 5 years. I wore contacts my whole life up until 5 years ago. And because that's when then I was having problems with the focus. And so he offered to even work with me about the contacts, but that was all out of pocket. So I don't think I have problems with my peripheral vision yet, but man, having other issues. Okay, so everything's going to start at $1 this morning. We're going to continue the dollar clearance. I'm feeling so much better about already getting the boxes in front of me down to the level of my desk instead of towering over me. Good morning, Donna Maria. So everything's going to start at $1. Nikki will call our stop. Good morning, Geneva. And I'm giving myself longer to get everything invoiced from the clearance sale last night and this morning. So if you purchase something today and you purchased something last night, you might not get invoiced until next Tuesday. I'm going to try and get everything invoiced, but I also don't want to overdo it. So just keep that in mind, that invoicing may take a little longer. And if you were there last night, that was so much fun. So much fun. It was electric to have that many people there. It was fast paced. It was kind of stressful that someone else was pulling on the Wi-Fi in the house and I got fuzzy there in the middle and at the end, but it was a blast. And I loved blowing through a whole bunch of stuff. I love that it's going to new homes and out of here. And I think that everybody that purchased, I'm grateful to you, and have fun selling it on Whatnot or eBay, or even if you sell it on a YouTube live sale, you have a different audience than I do and can sell it. I really appreciate that. So we're going to start off strong with, I believe, D is for, is it Dagenhart? She doesn't glow. There's no glow. I bought her. I, again, did not have my black light. I bought her at an antique store, paid more than $1 for her, but she doesn't glow. And I don't like the dark spot with her sitting with all of my glowing glass when I have the black lights on. So she's going to find a new home. You can see her little D in the heart, which they did the heart after he died. The company did the heart, if I remember right. So you could pin it down to a specific year or years. Maybe they did it for a couple of years after he died and then went back to their regular. But yeah, she's tiny. Starting at $1, the little figurine. She's just over 2.5 inches tall. So glass. Is it Dakin or is it just Dakin? I cannot remember. We got Maggie in at $1 for her. I really thought she would glow, and she just does not glow. If anyone else is interested, we'll need to go to $2. If not, Maggie's getting a fantastic deal, and I will be happy to pass her along. I've had her for quite a while, but she just doesn't fit in. And they made little men in the colonial kind of clothes that went with her, and I've never seen another one of these figurines at all. I love that little antique store, though. I need to go back. All right, I'm going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome. Maggie, you got her for $1. And as always, if I don't have your info, make sure you send it to me. And if you've moved, make sure you're updating with all of the sellers. Did you guys see my shirt today? I got my Be Kind shirt on again. Tried to match my eye makeup to my shirt because I'm a nerd. Okay. Next, we have little teeny tiny personal glass salt and pepper shakers. I'm not sure if that is a silver overlay or if they're just a pot metal, because it's kind of shiny right there. So it might be. These are 1 3/4 inches tall. So they're just little ones, but they have the exact same amount of holes. They are unmarked, so I'm not sure who made them. this one has a chip right there. I didn't even realize. And they very much, with the bubbles, look like Depression era. And they don't feel dry, so I don't think early American pattern glass. I think Depression era. Starting at $1. Oh, and here comes my cat. He's been very clingy this morning. What are you doing? Where are you going? So, set of salt and pepper shakers starting at $1. And if there's no interest, did they? Oh, I see Kaz at $1. Do you guys see it? Oh, now he's going to jump over all of the breakable. Yep, there we went. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. Yes, Blue approved them. He sniffed them and approved them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome, Kaz. Those are going to you. I have, and I don't think it's vintage. Honestly, I think it came in a box of some other things. I think that's how I ended up with it, because it's not something I would have. My cats go nuts when I get a box from someone. Like when Tiger sends me stuff, my cats are all over the packaging because it smells like his cats. Anyway, pretty sure, because this isn't something I would have bought on my own. It's not my style. Pretty sure it just came in a auction box of things. But it looks brand new. So it's a little wallet. Going to start it just at $1. So you got a nice amount of pockets there. If anybody still uses a checkbook, it would go right there. This is what it looks like. I think it's really pretty, but totally not my style. I see Vicky in at $1. Guess I could be popping those up there, huh? I was better about that last night. Vicky in at $1 for the wallet. There's less people here today, so you guys are going to get good deals. Oh, this was my grandmother's? Are you sure, Mom? That's my mom, you guys. There's Connie at 3 and Vicky at 5. Connie's out, so we're going to count this down. Really? This was Grandma's? Everybody say hi to my mom. She never talks in the chat, but she's usually here. She's very supportive. And speaking of my mom, because I know how much she loves it when I talk about her, let me tell you, we've been doing Whole 30. Today is day 17 of Whole 30. And Mom has been fixing every meal from scratch, which she does anyway, but you really got to think about it to make it really tasty, since you're cutting out all sugar, all grains. You know, you've got to add in way more vegetables. The food she's cooking is fantastic. I've lost weight. I'm feeling better. My mom's awesome, you guys. Just so you know. My mom's awesome. Couldn't do it without her, that's for sure. I would just be sitting here eating Twinkies and suffering through January and February like I always do. All right, we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Geneva, I really want to get under 200 pounds before my birthday in May when I turn 50. And so She's really like so supportive about it. And we even, because I do great at first when I start on a like a clean eating plan, and I don't count calories or macros. I just mostly cut out the sugar, but oh, we cut out dairy too this time. I don't digest dairy anyway. Oh, guys, I weigh 220. Trying to think, I got on the scale this morning. 227 pounds. Hi, Georgia. Yeah, I don't usually carry my weight in my face, so you don't know it. It's all in the front. Like it is middle-aged hormonal weight. That is what I've got. But I told her what happens is I'll do this, I'll do well for, 6 weeks, 2 months. I've even done well up to 3 months. And then I completely stall out and it doesn't. Good morning, this overstuffed house. Um, then I don't lose anything. And it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter if I step up the exercise, if I um, start counting calories, like it does not matter what I do. I stall out and I'm just stuck there. And so we talked about the different reasons why. Because in my other channel where I talk about my chronic illness, I haven't gotten to the point in my history yet where I talk about how we lived in a house where there was a massive mold problem and I've not been able to lose the weight since we moved in there. And so there's mold exposure is actually linked to weight gain. And we've talked about things that we can do to start to clear that out. And maybe that's my problem in trying to lose weight. So she is super, super supportive. She's just wonderful. She's my best friend. She and my daughter are my two best friends. And then my sisters. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so that was Vicky for $5 on the wallet. Thank you, Vicky. But if you want to know more about my journey and what I'm going through, then you can go over and subscribe to that channel. It's Claudia K Behind the Scenes. Wow, Karen, that's a lot of weight to lose. I know that everybody plateaus. I even work with a personal trainer. But for me, it just completely stops. There's no kickstarting it. There's nothing. And I really think it's the mold exposure I had because it settles into the fat cells because your body wants to protect you from the mold. It moves it into fat cells to store it so that it's not affecting you. And in order to lose it, you've got to work really hard at getting rid of the mold that's stored in your body. So there's things that we can do. All right. I got sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Yeah. If you start to do some research on the damage that mold does, like it's crazy. And that house was terrible. When it would rain, when we'd get a heavy, hard rain, the water literally poured into the walls as if you had turned on a faucet. I took a video of it one time. The water's just pouring in the walls in the basement. And there was always standing water in the basement. There was no way to get rid of it. The landlord would not do anything about it. The house was an old farmhouse that was more than 100 years old, and he wasn't willing to do. And in the end, he reduced my rent so I would stay there because the problem was so bad. He didn't want to have to try and find another renter with it. And we had to throw everything in the basement away. Everything. It was all ruined. Ugh, it was awful. Okay, but I'm out of there. I'm out of there now. It's fine. I've got plates. So, plates and saucers. This one's a saucer. Going to start at $1. if anyone's interested. I'd gotten this one in a box of random stuff from another reseller. She had just tossed it into the box. Yeah, there's nasal rinses and something called Citradrops that you can take. And then there's things that will boost your liver function too. And I already have fatty liver disease. So my body wants to protect me from extra work on the liver. But I'll be talking about all of that on my second channel this year as I go through it. Because my keyword for myself for this year is health. So that is what I'm working on. Now, Nikki's in my keyword for our show for the year is sparkle. It was my mom's idea to pick keywords. I love that. But Delbert, why? Why is your liver mad at you? Okay, if there's no interest, we'll move on to the next one. This one is yellow glass. If you're just coming in, everything is starting at $1. I'm continuing the clearance from last night, and I will do one more clearance sale next Tuesday evening. The turnout was fantastic, and almost everything that I put up last night sold. That was wonderful. I had over 50 items, and only 3 didn't sell. Yellow glass plate, it does not glow, but the design on this is so stinking fun. It's just so fun. I never could figure out a maker, and it's a little like lopsided, as if it was handmade and not, I don't know. It's interesting. Hi, Mary. So, yeah, Karen, I have asthma now. It damaged my lungs enough that I have asthma now, and I never had asthma before. Never. I used to have to put on a mask to go into the basement to do laundry. And this is, back in 2013 or whenever we moved in there. I see Brenda in at $1 for the yellow glass plate that is just fun. I actually had this hung on the wall with a plate hanger, but I hung it this way so you could see the fun pattern. Mary, I was on my own channel last night doing $1 clearance, and I'll be doing it next Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. Because I'm hoping to get the last of the items out of here. And I had 52 people in there at one point in time. And guys, that's the most people I've ever had at a sale. It was so much fun. It's electric to have that many people, but it was just so hard on me to sit for 2 hours. So I'll do it one more time next week, but it's going to be spring before I do any evening sales again. I think I've got to get healthier. All right, I'm going to count it down. We've got Brenda. Oh, I didn't highlight it. Brenda in at $1. You guys are getting great deals today. I'll write this down. Yellow glass plate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Hello, Rebecca. Awesome, Brenda. You get that for $1. I love this little plate. Just a fun little piece. Okay, let me take that off. All right, now I have a series of Oriental style. 2 are saucers. One's a little plate, and then one's like a decor plate. And this one still has its tag on it, so you can tell how much I paid for it. Okay, so first one, and it's a saucer. It's got the little lip right there for a teacup. So everything, if you're just coming in, everything's starting at $1 this morning. I'm continuing to clearance out things. This one is just marked with symbols. but it's so ornate. Now, this one does have a couple of chips on it. So there's a chip and there is a chip. And I like the idea of hanging these together. This one's not a saucer, but here's the little plate. I think they're so ornate. And this one's china. I can see through it in the ring light. So it's porcelain. When did I move in here? We're starting everything at $1. Everything starts at $1 this morning. I moved out of my apartment and into here in the fall. And I kept trying to sell things and I was just overwhelmed. I couldn't get everything out. It was in boxes stacked up like way higher than my desk and they were just towering over them. This year I decided to just focus on glass and maybe a few pieces that are different that I'm taking to Tiger sale. That way I can work on just getting better. And I mean, I have a rare opportunity here with my parents to just rest and heal. Because if you follow me on my other channel, you know I was a single mom from the time my youngest was born. His dad and I, the kid's dad and I, my husband, we split up when he was a month old. And I've been a single mom ever since. And so, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia the year before I got pregnant with my first one. So I never had a chance to just rest and heal. I was always in go mode and it wears on you. So I am taking, every time I think, because I'm a workaholic, every time I think, well, I can do this, I can add that, then I have to step back and go, no, this year, focus on your health. Your parents have let you move in here without charging you rent in order for you to get healthier. Don't add more stuff in, get healthy. So that is my focus this year. So cutting way back, that's why I'm clearancing out. All right, we're going to count this one down. It's Nancy, right? This overstuffed house. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I didn't pop that up there again. And there's Nikki's stop. I want to make sure I write down a good description so I don't screw up who buys what. Okay. And Nancy, do I have your info? If not, make sure you just pop it over to me today. Okay, so the second one, you can see I paid $2. Well, you can see I paid $2 for this one. Never even took the tag off, never even got it into a sale. I never got around to it. This one is actually made in Occupy Japan. It's our doll. It is a saucer. You can feel the little lip there for the teacup. Can you imagine what the teacup looked like if the saucer looked like this? Everything starts at $1 today. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. I see 35 of you. That is awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed and you like my content, consider subscribing. All right, we've got Nancy in at $1 on this one. I love this one. It's so pretty. My daughter has some Asian inspired pieces. She actually found one that's an antique at Goodwill that's stunning. And then she's got some pieces that were my grandmother's. I think both my grandmothers. And I asked her if she wanted these. She didn't want things hanging on her wall. So, hello, so glad you made it. All right, so we've got Nancy in at $1. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown on this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. That's cool, Nancy. Do you know, I haven't been on your channel in a while. I haven't been on a lot of people's. When you've got brain fog this bad, like I do in January and February, I'm kind of just like sitting in a chair, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hi, Roxanne. I'm like, oh, 3 hours have gone by and I have sat here and zoned out and done nothing. Okay, so also for everybody that purchased last night and today, your items will be going out in recycled plastic wrap, because I've got a ton of it that I've had all this stuff stored in. And so I want to make sure that I'm also getting rid of the packaging as I'm getting rid of the items. So cat hair alert. Sorry. Gonna have cat hair. Okay. And then this one, which is a little bigger and not a saucer. And this one has a chip right there. That's the only chip right there. So this is like a little, dessert plate size. Just a little one. Oh no, Nancy. I have done that all month. I've walked like 3 feet away from where I was sitting and then lost my phone or my scissors, lost my teacup. Oh, the brain fog is real. All right, so we've got Nancy for this one also. And I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Nikki's like moving along, putting the stop in. Oh, Nancy, it becomes overwhelming, right? That many boxes. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. Now this one is a collector's plate from 1975. It's the Emperor's New Clothes. It's the Hans Christian Andersen plates. So it's a bit bigger. This is like salad plate size, but these were just 7.5. So these were just decorative plates. There was a whole series of them. Look, do you see the swan in there? Or duck, a goose? Maybe it's a goose. It's not got the swoopy neck, but I just love the pattern that's in there. As a bird, like a sparrow. It's just so pretty. So, oh, no. Yeah, this one is different because this is the Hans Christian Andersen plates, Emperor's New Clothes. Just $1. I had bought this one thinking my daughter would really like it, and she wasn't. She does not want plates on her wall. I guess that's too old lady-ish for her. I love the plates I have on my wall. And this is Royal Copenhagen right there. Royal Copenhagen. Just $1 if anybody's interested. Oh, the Nightingale. You're right. My bad. You're right. Ooh, brain fog. And it is actually signed and numbered right there. Just $1. Really, Nancy? I've never done that. I wonder. Okay, we're going to move on to this. It's the Magic Loom. It's the little one, though. I had the metal one that was like twice this size when I was a kid. I used to make pot holders at my grandma's. Oh, hi, Jude. Jude, I'm just going to mark you down for the Nightingale. I'm not even going to do a countdown. Jude Direct. Awesome, awesome. I've got you down. If you're just coming in, everything's starting at $1. So it's still here with the instructions. I love that. Look at that. Got the instructions. It's got the piece so that you can adjust the size of what you're making. And it's that old, plastic. So super fun. I used this in my Halloween display 2 years ago. Just because of the orange on the box. It's not got a date, but it's got its little patent pending there. So the Magic Loom in the box. And for an old box, this one's not in too bad of shape. So if you like old boxes, just the box is worth it. And I see Jean Marie's Vintage, which is Meg, in at $1. So if you are interested, you'll need to put in $2. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. Oh, yeah, it would be cute in a sewing room. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, I love making pot holders with my grandmother. Awesome. There's the stop, and we've got Meg at $1 for that. Thank you, Meg. Okay, this scarf, this was made in Japan. Right there, but I don't think it's super old because it has the RN identification number on it. It's nylon and metallic. It just says metallic, but it is super pretty. I'm just not a scarf person. Super pretty and super long. Starting at $1 for this made in Japan scarf. I did launder it and then just hang it to dry. I did not put it in the dryer, but I did hand wash it and then hang it to dry. So no weird smell. Here's the pattern on it. Super metallic. And I see Connie in at $1 for that. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Jean Marie's Vintage came in at 2. All right, so Meg gets that one, $2. Yeah, my mom hated when this material was popular for prom dresses in the late 80s, early 90s, because all of my friends wanted her to alter dresses and she'd have to work with, she also worked at a bridal shop and she just absolutely hated working with that fabric. Okay, I've got something that's not vintage. I bought them for myself. I ended up using 4 and I didn't need the second package. These are napkin holders that are amethyst. It's a bunch of grapes. So I've got one, oh, right here. So I can show you what they look like without opening the package. I bought them for me because I love amethyst. Purple's my favorite color. Aren't they cool? So little crystal cluster there making up the grapes and they're napkin rings. But I use them over things. So this one's currently hanging on a brass swan. Set of 4 napkin rings. We've got Kaz in at $1. If I missed something in the chat, you guys just let me know. Carrie in at 2. Kaz back in at 3. And I'm going to pause a second since there's a bunch of people in here. If you needed the altered book prompt for this week, it is use a piece or pieces of material in your altered book. That's this week's book prompt. Super excited about this one. Okay, back to these. We will start the countdown since Carrie Ann is out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And if you missed it, normally I have everything billed by the end of the week, by Sunday at midnight. I'm giving myself a full week. So within 7 days, if you've not received your invoice, then something's wrong. But I'm hoping still to have it all done by Sunday, but just in case, because I did sell more than 50 items last night, which was awesome, but that's a lot to package up. Awesome. Kaz, you get those. You and I are going to have matching napkin rings. Okay, I have this teacup has cat hair in it. I was hoping to find a saucer for this because I love the teacup, but I did not. Everything's starting at $1. So you've got gorgeous gold trim all over this cup. You've got design on the front and the back. These look like, what, pansies maybe? And then this was bone china made in England, and it's signed. So just the prettiest, most delicate little teacup. Never found a saucer that even remotely matched it. Like I was, I would have put it together as just a married set. I wasn't even looking for this particular one, but Didn't come across anything as delicate and as beautiful. So just $1 on the English teacup. I worry about making candles and some of this stuff because we know how fragile old glass can be, and it's not meant for that type of heat. So I see those. There's an account I follow on Instagram because they're beautiful, but she makes candles in old glass, and I'm like, mm. Oh, yep. I would bet they're Cosmos. I would agree with you, Nancy. You are correct. Well, there's also that one that makes bongs out of mid-century modern glass. And I'm like, I'd be a little nervous about that too. Not that I partake, but also I'm like, I could have sold that. Why did you make a bong out of that? Geneva, you never had a problem with them cracking? I always worry about the heat. But then I've had just regular candles just crack. I've got a scar where I was cleaning one out and it just shattered in my hands. I had to have stitches. So I'm a little paranoid about it. All right, if there's no interest, we will move on from that. All right, this, I don't think that it is. Sorry, reading the chat. I don't think that this is vintage. This was another piece I'd picked up for my daughter, and it wasn't quite her style. So it's got this little, it's just a little cup. It's got this really pretty pattern on the inside. Here is the bottom. I have no idea which way that would go. Oh, those are mountains. So it goes this way. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Just $1. I hate that my allergies are so bad I can't use scented candles anymore. I had a whole candle cupboard and we switched them out for every season. So like fall would be cinnamon and apple scents, and summer would be lemon, and you know, around Christmas time would be all the Christmassy scents. And it makes me sad that my allergies are so bad now that I have an asthma attack if I enter a room with a scented candle. It's awful. My UPS all of last month had, or all of the month of December, had a scented candle burning right in the middle. And I was there weekly. All right, if there's no interest in the little bowl, we will move on. This is the size of bowl I should be using for snacking, right? It's tiny. Okay. So I have it's not in the best of shape, but I had picked it up because I thought I had the thing and I was making a thing complete, but I haven't found the thing, so I don't think I have it anymore. No, I didn't have a big candle sale because I had a friend who sold Gold Canyon candles, and those are super expensive, highly scented candles. And then I also had Bath and Body Works candles. I also had a whole shelf of Bath and Body Works lotions, but I was able to pass them out to all of my family. Yeah, Geneva. So it's the nut cracking. It's not in the best of shape. The metal does have, there you can see the corrosion. Hello, Penny Sue. Hi, Kitschy. My daughter loves candles, but always we have to plan my visits in advance. And the week before I come, she has to make sure that she has not burned any candles. She's not had any of her scented stuff plugged in, and that the cleaning products she's used are all natural that week. Or yeah, it sets off. It's a bad asthma attack. I'm severely. It's why I don't go a lot of places. I'm allergic to the world right now. It's awful. Everything's starting at $1. So if you need the nutcracker and the little nut picker things, set is $1. And if there's no interest in this one, oh, there, I see Donna Maria at $1. And just keep in mind, there is some corrosion on the metal. It's not a perfect set, but I think these are the 3 pieces it came with. I don't remember if there was something else that came with it. My mom, or maybe it was my grandma, had this set sitting out in a little wooden holder in the 70s. And yeah, see, I thought I had the wooden nut bowl that these sat in, and then I couldn't find it after I found these. So I must have passed it up because it didn't have these. I don't know. But, at the holidays, you would have whole nuts sitting there that you would have the fun of cracking open. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. And I see Donna Maria. Awesome. I dropped it. Okay, would you guys rather see some brooches or more like ceramics? What do you guys want to see? Also, while I'm at it, I've got a cheese slicer. I was hoping it would fit on the Briard tray that I sold a while ago, and it did not. This is stainless steel Japan. So, it would have gone on the wooden cheese board. Okay, after this, I'll do some ceramics. And I know we're at an hour where I usually sign off and let you guys head over to Helen's New England Thrifter sale, but I can stay on just a little bit longer if you guys want to see some more things. I will keep going for at least 15 more minutes. So $1 on the cheese slicer. Oh, there's still some sharpness on that. Cheese slicer and then server. I also remember these from the 70s. Okay, there's no interest. I'm going to put that down. I have some restaurant ware. Each piece will be $1. This is Mayer China, and it's the Marion pattern. Oh, that is true. I just don't want to keep you guys. Helen's my friend. So Mayer China, restaurant ware. And it's restaurant ware, so it is a little bunged up. I knew what you meant, Cass. So is anybody interested in any restaurant ware? Because I have some more pieces of this if anybody's interested. It'll be $1 start. So here's the pattern. This bowl is not as in good of shape as this one on the interior. And I'll just show you all the pieces of it. If anybody wants anything, just let me know. I have 3 of the more shallow bowls, like the lemon bowls. Green, shading to teal, like that's it's coming across pretty true to color there on mine. So I have 3 of the lemon bowls, and then I also have the sugar dish. Actually, the sugar dish looks more green than, do you see the bit of difference in color there? If anybody's interested, just let me know. Drop it in there. Tell me which thing you want for $1. Okay, sugar dish. Awesome. That goes to Meg at Jean Marie's Vintage. Set that down there. Okay. And I do have some more plates and one of the bigger bowls. Okay. I will give you the nicer one. I'll give you that one. And then Connie, since Jean Marie got in there right before you for one of these, did you want the lemon bowls? Or did you want the other? Because you put in 2 bowls, but Jean Marie had come in right before you and asked for one of the bigger bowls. So let me know. Okay. All right. So I've got this stack of, let's go through these plates and saucers. And they've got cat hair on them. Let me dust them off. Okay, so I've got some fruit. This first one is a saucer. And it's got where it's raised in the middle. And it's got a nice luster on it. Super pretty. And this one is marked Royal Halsey. Royal Halsey. So it's got fruit on it. Okay, Connie, did you see what Jean Marie's Vintage said? Let me know. Everything's starting at $1 today. Oh, that luster's so pretty. This would have been a fantastic cup on this one. Hello, Tracy Cakes. Everything's starting at $1. All right, if there is no interest, I'm going to move on. Stack that carefully. Oh, I see Gold Star Thrifter for that one. I'm not even going to count it down. I'm just going to, I'm just going to go ahead and mark that down for you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Awesome. Next is a little plate. This one's a plate, not a saucer. And this one has raspberries, maybe? And this one says, I cannot pronounce French, and I'm going to go with Sevres being French. Maybe? It's a very pretty little plate with raspberries. But it's just the dessert size plate. And one tiny little chip right there. Just that one tiny little chip. And, you know, I've mentioned it before, but I'm turning 50 this year, which is kind of exciting. I know some people don't think it's exciting, but I think it's exciting. I'm turning 50. But it's kind of a magical year because my oldest son turns 25 this year. So he'll be exactly half my age. My daughter, who is my middle child, turns 23 on June 23rd in the year 2023. So that's kind of magical. And I've got some of my 23 ideas for her birthday. And my youngest son turns 21. So this is a fun year for birthdays with me and my kids. Oh, and you guys, my oldest son stopped by on Monday for lunch, dressed to the nines. He's in this suit. He looks so handsome and grown up. And he went to the bank and applied to get pre-approved for a loan for a house so he can start house shopping. Isn't that amazing? Okay, no interest. I'm putting it over here. Cannot believe, though, that all of my kids, after this month, because my youngest 21st birthday is February 8th, all of my kids will be over 21. Like, yeah, they do. Okay, so this one is Unesco, Japan. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead, because it's got the string on the back that I can see is fraying. I'm cutting that string off. This one does have the two holes in the back of it for hanging. Oh, and I dropped it on the floor. To me, this is a very classic 1950s fruit plate. My grandmother probably had identical ones to this hanging in her house. So there's the Unesco Japan on the back. You can see your two holes to hang it. And I see Brenda in at $1. I am very proud of my children. Very, very proud. And I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I do have some glass. It's clear. I can do that. We'll take a break from the plates. All right, Brenda, got that for $1. Good deals today. Okay, so I picked these up at an antique store. They didn't sell. I think they were for my Fun and Funky sale last year. But I got 3 of these teeny tiny, like they're not even big enough for a shot. They are so tiny, but I've got 3 of them, and we're going to start them at $1 for all 3. And I paid more than that for them, but they didn't sell. And I didn't clear out a lot of my clear glass. I kept the stuff that was like really exquisite or special, or I knew was early American pattern glass. But these, I don't know. I don't even think I identified them. Super cute. Teeny, teeny, tiny. Shot glasses are bigger than these are. They're just a touch over an inch tall. All 3 for $1. Oh my goodness, it would be the tiniest assemblages. It would be so cute. I see Kazin at $1 for all 3 of the teeny tiny beer mugs. Doll cups. There's Gigi. Hi, Gayleen. There's Gigi's Finds at $2. These are darling. And I'm not feeling. There's some little tiny flea bites on the inside of 2 of them. Feels like, oh, maybe all 3 of them. But like no chips and definitely no cracks. They're just darling. Gas. Ugh, tequila is gross. All right, so Kaz is in at 3. Whipped cream vodka shots. Really, that would be a very tiny shot. It'd be a cute way to take your medicine, though, if you had to have liquid medicine in your teeny tiny cup. My ear is bigger than these cups are. Hi, Bree. Patron. All right, so Kaz is in at 3. Can't even find the comment now. There, Kaz is in at 3. So I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, so it looks like Kaz got those for $3. Awesome. Thank you, Kaz. Does anybody need the bottom and the candle holder to this fairy light? Does anybody have a top and they need the bottom? I've got the bottom for $1, starting at $1. See Gold Star Thrifter at $1. I think that needs cleaned. Sorry. Don't think I cleaned it. I was surprised to find this with the piece because usually these are long gone by the time we find the fairy lamps. In the beginning, I didn't even know that originally these came with that. All right, I'm going to count it down. Wait, I'm going to write it down first. Then I'm going to count it down. sure I write down 2 pieces. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome. Gold star thrifter. Robert got that for $1. Okay. Does anybody need this bowl? It goes to a chip. This was part of a chip and dip set. It's this big. It was the dip bowl to a chip and dip, and it has my fingerprints on it. No chips, no cracks. Chip and dip bowl. Missing its chip bowl. Dip bowl missing its chip bowl. I wonder if my dad's going to have my boys over to watch the Super Bowl. Our big game is always the Ohio State versus Michigan game. The boys always come over and watch that with my dad. Okay, if no one's interested in that, we'll move on. Now, these are worth more, but I'm going to offer them up. I think I had gotten them in a box of, now I've lost the name of what they are. You know, for a bottle, for, brain fog. It's a golf ball. It goes in your decanter. It's a stopper for a decanter. It's a golf ball stopper. It's not broken. It's not even chipped. So I don't know that it was ever even used. But it's kind of cool. Robert, are you in for the stopper at $1 or was that for the bowl? Just want to make sure we're all on the stopper. And thank you, Bree. Brain fog. I see Maggie in it too for the golf ball. It's super cool. And this part right here does have the rubber ring, which has no damage so that it will seal tightly. Okay. So Maggie's in it 2. Robert was in it 1. So need to go 3. It does, doesn't it? Or like the New Year's Eve ball. I think it's fun. It is a nice size and it's heavy. 4.5 inches long. We've got Robert back in at 3. Can't tell if that's a little ding there or if it was a bubble under the glass. It just feels a little rough as I'm feeling it. Maggie back at 4. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown since Robert's out. I will write that down. Golf ball stopper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. And guys, if you're ever interested in anything that is in the display behind me, usually almost every single thing back here is for sale that's in my seasonal shelf here. The only thing not for sale is the Moon and Stars. That's my daughter's. Thanks, Nancy. Yeah, so close to 550. Okay, and that is going to go to Maggie B for $4. Awesome. All right, I have one more stopper. I'm going to set this one in something so it doesn't roll anywhere. Now this one has a much wider bottom here. It's got a fat bottom. I'll hold them up so you can see the difference in how wide the bottom of this one is. So I'm not sure that it's going to fit as many bottles as like that one would have. But this one's, it's kind of cool. So no chips, no cracks. It looks like it might have gotten whacked here as it was going in and out of a bottle. But starting at $1, this one is 3 1/4 inches long. All right, Robert's in at $1. It's making my nose huge. Yeah, Nancy, it feels like I've just hung out at around 500 for like forever. Okay, and I only see Robert interested in this one, so I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. All right, that one's going to Robert for $1. I have this clear glass angel left over from Christmas. It's a Mikasa. It's crystal, probably from the 90s, because this is the labels that they were using when I was working at Kaufman's in like 93, 94. Kaufman's department store. Better Homes department. Yes, Robert, I will. Let me write that down. If anybody else wants me to do that, let me know. I just don't want the box to get too heavy that things are going to get broken in there because there's too much being shipped out. But if you just got 1 or 2 or 3 things, even 5 things, and you want me to keep your box until after next week's sale, just let me know. I will do that. But the things that were purchased on Monday's Glass with Class are all going to go out this week. There are some delicate things and I don't want things to break. Really? I wondered where she was because I hadn't seen her in a while. How can I check? That is so strange because I would never block Jeannie. Okay, so also Maggie B and Kitschy Corner. Kara, I'll have to look at how many items you've got. I can't remember, but it seems like you purchased quite a bit. I don't even know how to do that. I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, so if it's only Robert for the angel, we'll go ahead and count that down. Let me write Mikasa angel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Blacklist in my channel settings. I'm going to have to, I think, go into the other. I'll make a note to check that. Jeannie, I don't know how you got blocked. I am so sorry. Since I don't have a computer, I have to do workarounds with different apps and things because it's not going to show me that here on my iPad, I don't believe. Yeah. I will have to check that later. I'm going to make a post-it note. Okay. All right. So let's go through the last of these plates since I've got them sitting right. I've got 5 plates. So the first one is a Avon Images of Hollywood Easter Parade from 1975. Thank you, Donna Maria, for telling me because I had no idea. And there is only one person I have ever blocked on my channel, and that was that one that was harassing everybody and showing up and being crazy. That is the only person I've ever blocked. And it was so long ago that I can't even remember how you block people. So I'm going to have to go look that up and see what happened. This one has a holder. Has a fancy little holder that comes with it. Starting at $1. Oh, I'm sure it was an accident. Nobody would intentionally block her. I just have to figure out how to undo it now. Starting at $1 on this decorative plate. I love old movies. If there's no interest on this one, we will move on. I hate to move on too fast because of the lag, but next one is specifically made for wall hanging because it's got your holes back here. And it looks exactly like the UNESCO one from the back. So I'm wondering if it had an UNESCO sticker on it at one time. I think this one might have been my grandmother's. I'm thinking this one was my grandmother's. One of my grandmothers. So it's got a pretty little scene on it. It's got that gold, that very 1950s gold around the edges. It's this size. So these are all, bigger than dessert plates. Like salad plate size, I would think. Just $1. Alice, I don't remember seeing her in my chat last night, but I know when I popped into Michelle's, she was in there, and I was like, oh, I didn't see Jeannie at my sale last night. So I didn't say anything in Michelle's Comfy Cozy Living. I didn't say anything in her chat last night because I was really tired, but I had popped in there and given her a thumbs up and hung out for a minute on her channel. Okay, so we're not interested in the bigger plates. We like the little plates better. I love this one, and I tried so hard to figure out a place I could hang it in here, and I can't fit it. This is a made in Japan. I never moisted it. You can still see sticker pieces on the back of it. Yeah, I haven't been in there and checked my list in forever, Nancy. I will definitely be doing that right after the sale. This is made in Japan. I love this, and it's signed right there. I love this scene, and I love these colors. They're just so pretty with the purples, the blues, the greens. To me, this is very relaxing. Just $1, you guys. All right, and I see Robert in at $1 on this one. And this one has 3 holes for hanging. Like, they want you to really be secure with it. You can see all the holes there. Made in Japan. And I will tell you guys that the stuff I'm clearancing out is not at my usual level of cleanliness. No, I wouldn't eat on it. I usually clean everything before I put it up for sale, even if it's been sitting here for a while. Because I'm clearancing it, I'm not cleaning it. I just am overwhelmed and I need to get the stuff out. So this one still has like sticker residue on the back, which normally I wouldn't do that. And I apologize, but all of this stuff it's too much. Yeah, Nancy, that's the reason why I don't mod everybody on my channel. I just have a couple of people. I think I have like 3 mods, maybe 4. All right, we're going to do the countdown. Robert's in at $1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome. Robert got that for $1. This is so beautiful. And I try not to pick up plates, but then I find one that beautiful and I end up picking it up. Okay, this one also needs cleaning. I had picked this up for Mother's Day last year and then forgot to put it in my Mother's Day sale. And now we are, and it needs washed. It's got sticker residue on it. Holly Hobby Commemorative Edition, and this was MCMLXXVI. Produced in Japan exclusively for WWA Incorporated, Cleveland, Ohio. It's an Ohio plate. So, MCMLXXVI. I am horrible at those. Just $1. And that's just sticker residue. It's not, it just needs to be wiped off with a damp cloth. Yep, great for Mother's Day. I used to, when I was a kid and a teenager, I would buy my mom like a new mother's plaque every year. She had a whole wall of mother's crap that we'd bought her. And then at some point, she kept moving it around every time that she moved rooms. Or at some point, I was like, Mom, I give you permission to get rid of that stuff if you want to. All the childhood plaques that I bought her. All right, if there's no interest, we will look at this Mother's Day one. I love this one. And this one still has its price tag. This is Limoges. from 1973. Oh, I can't get the price tag off. But Limoges from 1973. And it just says a Mother's Day. But look at the scene on it. It's darling. Just $1. It's this size. 1973. It was titled Breakfast. I wouldn't eat on it. It says first in a series of 7 in the daily life of a mother, and it's Haviland, France, numbered 5479. We've got Galen in at $2. Oh, I'd missed Brenda at 1. So Limoges Mother's plate that is numbered. Brenda's back in at 3. Galen at 4. And no chips, no cracks, not even crazing. Brenda's in at 10. Galen's in at 11. I think part of why I liked it is they had 3 kids, and I have 3 kids. Brenda's back in at 15. And Nikki's broken out the popcorn. For me, it's the detail. All right, Galen is out. We are going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And I will let Nikki confirm just to make sure. All right, Brenda gets that for 15. Thank you, Brenda. Kathy, I've noticed, and hello, Kathy, I've noticed that it's not every channel. They have not switched every channel to all chat. So some people, because for 2 weeks I was having problems getting into live chat at all, and on both my devices. And now some people are all chat and some people are still top chat versus live chat. So I don't know what YouTube is doing, but they're doing something crazy. Yeah, definitely still in beta. Anybody interested in the brass apple bell? There's the inside. Brass apple bell. Everything's starting at $1. And we are going to wrap it up here, I think. So the Apple Bell will be our last. If anybody's interested. Little Apple Bell. Oh, my arms are getting tired. Oh, and there's Kara in at 1 for the Apple Bell. And don't forget, I'm going to do one more clearance sale next Tuesday night. Whatever I don't get through next Tuesday night will be donated. But I think we've pared it down now enough that I will be able to get through everything next Tuesday night. So next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll do dollar clearance again. And then I can breathe because I will have space in here again. That will be nice. All right, we're going to do the countdown. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me this morning. This was a longer show than usual. I appreciate you being here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, Kara gets that one. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate that you're helping me clear this stuff out and that it is going to homes where people will either be able to rehome it or just enjoy it yourself. I love that. Okay, I do not have another sale until Monday's Glass with Class. We will be talking about Bryce Brothers Glass Company on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And as always, Nikki and I will have 10 beautiful items of glass for sale. After our little talk, we keep that sale at an hour so that you can spend your lunch with us on Monday. And then I will be doing the second clearance next Tuesday. Well, technically third clearance sale next Tuesday night, 6 p.m. That's it. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the chats. Have a great day.